we will be able to do the whole presentation at least. So this will be basically how to get the most out of your CRM system. And I'm Sini Leskinen from Oikeutta, eläimille, which literally means justice for animals. It's really hard to pronounce. I'm the fundraising manager of Oikeutta, eläimille.
And hey, I'm Santeri Hurnan from Oikeutta, eläimille as well from Finland, and I kind of work on the IT stuff.
Here's first.
Start again.
Well, we just introduced ourselves, so
yeah.
So basically, you probably already have some sort of a CRM, right? Since you're here, hopefully at least you have some sort of a CRM system, but you don't know yet how to get the most out of it. So we will walk you through our process of building the CRM. We started in 2018, in the beginning of 2018, and it's been a long and painful process, and it will take time also for you if you're building one. But we are hoping to give you some useful tools and ideas for your own process. So this is the outline. We're going to tell you about our project, then what you should collect and why in your CRM, and then how to follow your KPIs in there, then segment your marketing with your CRM data, and then there is time, hopefully, for questions and answers, because I think this will raise lots of questions. Okay.
Yeah. So like kind of why did we start with our CRM system is that kind of we could do everything we're doing with some spreadsheets of it's possible, but it's just like it doesn't scale as well. We thought, and also like we want to like do less. We want to automate as much as we can and like integrate with different systems. Like we want our payments to roll automatically without us having to do anything, and that would be a lot harder with spreadsheet software. And also, like you get the really nice interface. It's nice to edit in like some systems, and for what we got is also like our data is available on the cloud, so we can like access it anywhere. It's like backed up somewhere else on our machines.
Okay, so that's basically why we started the project. We started in January 2018 with, we just sat down, two of us together, we met for the first time, and I was like, okay, what kind of a CRM do we have? Like, I was just hired in the organization, I didn't know nothing about it. So we sat down together and we checked it out, and it was a system. There was definitely a customer register, like who was donating for us and stuff like that, but there wasn't really like any information of the people who was in the register. Like we didn't know, we just knew when they started to donate, but are they actually even donating? We didn't know that. So it was like, it was a really basic system back then. So the first thing I wanted to bring into organization was a really decent CRM. So
the first one was actually built on like spreadsheet software we had.
So yeah, we needed to do something about it. So I kind of just got the new card payment system for our webpage to support the upcoming CRM, so that it would go straight from the card payment system to CRM. And then we were just kind of optimizing the donation page, but we didn't really know yet what kind of process it's going to be. So it took us several months to realize what do we even need to get into the CRM. So the next time I think we sat down was in April 2018, and we decided the first workflow. So what's going to happen when you push the donation button in our webpage? What's going to happen after that? So figuring what to collect and what kind of data is going to come into our CRM from there. Then summer 2018, we were kind of just learning how to use the most important tools in there, like how to do reports and what goes where, who's under contact, who's under accounts, that kind of stuff. So we have Salesforce. Definitely there's different kind of CRMs, lots of them, but we have now the Salesforce experience. Then during the summer, September, we went already into autumn. We were getting ourselves ready to transfer the data and telefundraising, starting the telefundraising pilot in Salesforce. And that happened in October 2018. We transferred all the data in there. But be patient. If you're building a CRM system, it's easier to modify it if you don't have people's data there, that you can go broken and you can lose something. So we were not maybe that ready, but we didn't lose anything. Thank God. Later on, Santeri has more knowledge about that. I was just praying next to him like everything goes well because he was coding everything. Then after that, in November we start to get the campaign information. So when people kind of come from like some specific landing page or they sign a petition, the lead comes in there, you get the campaign and they go under the campaign in Salesforce. Then December 2018, leads start to come automatically in there. We had the Christmas card, which was the first campaign in there. Then February 2019, we got the information about the activity of payments. So just this year in February, we start to get the actual amounts of payments, like who's paying, when are they paying, and all that. Is this an active payer or no? Then March, we got the new telefundraising project, which was also done only in CRM system in Salesforce. So we made the lists and everything in there. Then we got this donation link system that you can start a donation with the link if you're a lead, that we can send automatic email to those who we call via Salesforce. And there's a link they push and then they just fill their card information. It goes into our CRM and their donor transfers them from lead to a donor. And then we got all the bank data running in there. So then April 2019, we were learning how to use the dashboards. So we are kind of newbies as well to this project, even though we've been doing this for almost 2 years now. So it's been a long process. So this is to give you some sort of an idea how long is it gonna take for you to build a CRM. It's gonna take forever, probably longer.
Yeah, and we have also run other campaigns beside this, so we haven't concentrated on 100%.
Yeah, definitely not. We're doing also several other kind of things at the same time. So in the future, what are we going to do with our CRM? We're looking forward to get to smoothen up the follow-up with telefundraising, because now it's quite hard. Not even going to go into the specifics, but it's quite hard to follow up the telefundraising project now. So we're going to smoothen up the follow-up with that. Then we're going to divide the donations under channels and campaigns. So we're going to put channels which are going to be like face-to-face, telefundraising, digital, and then under that there's going to be campaigns. So there is the big channels and then campaigns under that. Then 2020, we're going to hopefully be able to import all the campaign costs into Salesforce, so we get the return on investment easily from there. Then import the data about volunteers and even attendance. So if somebody is also a volunteer, we have that information in there, and have not to have several registers at the same time and spreadsheets, and that we are trying to get rid of those. And in distant future, import the data about all the costs and incomes, and that's about it. So we did a massive project, but obviously we have also learned hopefully something during it. So we didn't do it for nothing. The first thing we definitely learned is that you should communicate with the person you're building a CRM with. We've been building it together, but in the beginning we were living in different cities, and it was quite hard to, arrange time to meet together and sit down. But more often you meet up. Like, this is built for fundraising, our CRM, so obviously we need to meet up and talk what we need. What does Santeri need from me, and what do I need from him? Like, you need to build this kind of donation link thing, and he's like, what? And I'm like, okay, let's sit down, I'm gonna explain to you, I have an idea. So.
Yeah, and the problem is also, like, my background is more in IT and Sini is more in fundraising, so I kind of don't understand all the things about fundraising. So Sini kind of has to teach me a little bit about fundraising so I can build what Sini wants.
And he's been teaching me a lot about IT, but I'm really newbie in that still. So communicate with the person you're building the system with. Then this is quite important because we didn't do this well in the beginning, but make a project plan and a project schedule, like make some sort of schedule, what do you want to reach in what time, but have a plan. It's gonna ease up your life a lot. Like if you know what kind of a workflow is gonna go inside after somebody pushes that donation button, it's gonna make your life so much easier. Because if you don't know, like we were, maybe we should put after that in that we had this like ideas and some post-its, and it wasn't really a good system. So make a project plan and a schedule.
Yeah, and this is kind of a little bit technical thing that I have kind of struggled with, is that changing things afterwards is a lot harder than not doing them right in the beginning. Like there's a million ways to do one thing, and like not all of them are as good. So I have to kind of like also really understand what you are doing and kind of like research how to do it. So so you don't have to like go back and like undo something that you've already done.
And create those workflows in there. What's gonna happen after this? What's gonna happen after that? When do you send an email? When does Salesforce automatically send an email for somebody? For example, like when somebody's payment card is gonna expire, are you gonna automate it to send email? What's gonna happen after that, and how to follow up that they react and so on. So create workflows. It's gonna make easier to build up the stuff in there and all about the scenarios. Okay, and ask help, definitely do that. We called to Anima a couple of times. We were like, okay, we don't know what we're doing, like please help. This is like, we are trying our best, but we just don't have the knowledge and we don't have even time or resources, so please, if you have something, help. So they were really happy to help us, and we got some codes and packages, right? Something like that from there, and it helped us in the beginning. So we are definitely encouraging you, if you have any questions and if we can help in any way, just contact us. We would love to help you. All right, so that was our project. Then, since this is about the fundraising perspective of CRM, what should you collect and why? Let's go first in donors, singular donors. What should you have in about one donor in there? You should have donor demographics, obviously. No need to explain that, I guess.
Actually, can you a bit?
Well, the age, we have that obviously. Then where are these people living? So we have the addresses of these people, so we know where our donors live, for example.
So basically, like you have a donation form and there is like a lot of fields with
Yes.
all this info.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, then donation amounts. So did the donor sometimes, make it bigger the amount he's donating, or is he giving one-offs sometimes? So what are the amounts people are giving, so you can get the average as well. Frequency of giving, obviously, in one donor level, that is this person giving you once a year some big one-off, or is this person giving you monthly, or is he giving once a year big and then every month something? The platform of giving, so where this donor came from your regular donation page, or through some crowdfunding campaign page, or did you face this person, face to face in some events, or where this donor come from? And then this is about the interests of the singular donor. So what petitions did this donor sign? So then you have an information, where is this donor actually interested in? Is he only signing the fur farming ban petitions? So then already he's against fur farming, and you can, let's go deeper in the marketing later, but you can obviously send the better newsletters for him. Then there's the payment method, so already who's giving you via credit card. So if the card is expiring, you can do something about it. And then there's the membership status. So if this person is also a member for your organization, he is obviously highly engaged. And we don't have this yet. Hopefully in the future, we will be able also to collect the data if people attend our events. So this tells also if people are coming in real life in your events, that means that they are highly engaged in your organization. So data average, you have this all things from one person. So with that you can create some sort of a data average. You can follow easily your donor retention rate, so how long people donate for you. That's an important thing to know. You can follow the average number of one-off donations, which is also quite important. So if you have a successful campaign, informational campaign, which is in media, then you know if you get all of a sudden lots of one-off donations, it means that your campaign went well. The average annual donation per amount per donor, that's also something that you should follow up, and you can get it easily with this data. Then the preferred giving platforms, so where did these people come again? Where can you find more people? What ads went well on Google Ads? And return on investment during campaign. Average monthly donations, so how much do you get income? That's kind of important to know if you want to hire people or make a bigger campaign. Okay, so there is the reports tool for this. So, but first Santeri is going to show a donor profile from our CRM. How does it look like? So it's in the sandbox, so it's not a real profile except your real profile maybe, but
Yeah, so I'm gonna go over really quickly on how to, or what our system looks like and how we have built it and how we store the data. The thing that I talked about, kind of planning ahead of what you should do, not having to go back. So this is just an example. It's how we are doing it, and there are really many ways. And I want to show this to kind of give you a feeling of what you can do. So this is not a real Salesforce page, but this is kind of what it looks like. Is it big enough? But we have this so this is Salesforce. We're using it, and there's some terms that are fixed by Salesforce. But we use this contact page for donors, and this represents a person who has given us money or is a donor or a monthly donor or a member, and then we have a leads tab also, which has a list of all the people who we would want them to become a contact or who are potential contacts. And these contacts and leads are generated here automatically by our website. So we have automated a lot of stuff on here. So someone fills a form on our website and they get generated here. And you should really aim for that. So you don't have to spend manual time to do that. On this contact page, just a few examples is that all the personal details get stored here, but then we have a different kind of thing. If this person is a member, or if this person is a monthly donor, our system also generates these donation recurring payment infos for that person, which then stores this frequency and amount and due date and when their payment is going to happen. And we also track when the credit cards are expiring, because we want to kind of fundraise them again if they are about to expire. And go back. Yeah, and we also track which our petitions or campaigns they have participated in. So we can find all the people who have participated in them, or we can find all the money we got from this one specific campaign. And then there's this last kind of important thing that our system uses is we track these opportunities, which are kind of Salesforce lingo for kind of donations or kind of pending monthly payments for us. Yeah, for them we track like this is a monthly donation which is due on like next month, so it's still in this waiting stage. And this other one is like one-off donation in our system. But like now that we have all this data, it's kind of we would like to track out how our campaigns are performing, and there's a lot of like great tools that these kind of systems provide, and one thing like quick example is for these opportunities. We want to track how many of these like donations or like pending recurring donations are closed each month, or how many of them are actually paid. And so we kind of have to find how many opportunities are won each month. So we have kind of built out like reporting based on the Salesforce tools, and I'm gonna show some screenshots.
Should we go through this first?
We can come back to it. Yeah, so here's like a screenshot of the reporting tools we have built. This is like really easy to generate, at least in Salesforce, and we have kind of this is like visualization of the data. It's probably way too small, but the one on the top shows our monthly revenue, and these are kind of like opportunities that are won, and these are kind of opportunities that like recurring payments that someone does not pay in our system, and we don't have the data from these months because we just implemented it. So this is not like we don't have the data there, so it looks like that. And these purple ones are kind of in donations that are still pending, so the due date is not yet happened. So with this, like we can get visualization of our revenue, and like kind of it's nice to know how much you kind of expected to get. And yeah, we track other things about like these are to kind of show how we are performing and where we need to kind of use more time and resources. But one thing we're tracking is that like an average amount per payment. For average amount per like new recurring donor per month. So it's month here, and like how many new recurring payments we get each month and how many we lose. And this kind of shows that we were both like on a holiday, so there wasn't much happening. And yeah, some more like, again, we don't have the data for this month, but this shows like how many unique donors we have had per month. And this shows like our kind of goal of how many donors we want. And one thing I forgot to mention, we have like photoshopped all the exact numbers away here because we don't want them to end up online. But, so they show like exact numbers. We have photoshopped them away. Yeah, so like kind of you should think what kind of things you want to measure and how do you measure your performance. So and then build kind of your own reporting and your tools to support tracking your performance. And these are just some examples on like what kind of performance we are like measuring, how we measure our success. Yeah, and yeah, the important thing we have is that a lot of things happens automatically. So we get a lot of stuff from our website, the contacts and the leads, and also we get information from other providers, like if the credit card payment was successful or not. We get that from some other like service we use for processing the credit card payments. So it's kind of important to think about this, like which systems you need to get data from and how the data flows in your system. This is just like, I don't know, I could draw something really close. I drew something really quickly, so like kind of how the data flows in our system. This is just very simplified version. You should kind of like think how the data flows and what kind of what kind of connections you should make. Yeah.
All right. So Santeri went through already our
Kind of
KPIs. So yeah. So those were the things that we're following, and everybody should follow in their CRM. And now you have seen already the visualization of it, which is good. So there is the donors, so the average amount of donors, then the average amount of donations, then average donation and revenue. And there is obviously different kind of KPIs, so key performance indicators you can have, but those are the ones you should at least follow. But there is different kind of different organizations tend to follow. But there they are, and I think this is really great because then you see immediately how is it going. Like graphs, they show so much to you. So just you can always refresh it and check it out how it's going this month. So as you can see, somebody said already, we've been on holiday, so it's been going down the amount of new recurring payments because we haven't been really active during the summer months. But then also have some sort of like where are you aiming to? So ours is on yellow, not on green.
And there's still like this is about the whole year, so there's still some year to left.
There is some year to left, definitely. And we didn't have the data. I was telling you about our process, so we didn't have closed lost in there in the beginning of the year. We didn't have the data yet in Salesforce. So it's a work in progress, definitely. Then, since you are collecting lots of data in Salesforce, you can use it for your marketing, definitely. You can segment your marketing purposes, for example, like according to donation type, demographics, engagement. Like you can use your data from CRM for just reach those people and make the content is gonna be useful for them to see. Like I made a campaign last December that I wanted to see how is it gonna go with direct mailing. I never did anything with direct mailing before, so I found a segment from our CRM. There was people who signed a petition or participated in some sort of fur farm campaigning, and then also gave more than 20 euros for us. So they are kind of engaged for our organization since they give more than 20 euros monthly donation for us. So I sent a direct mailing tryout for 100 people who are donating us more than 20 euros a month, and they also signed some sort of petition about fur farming with fur farming topic, like, hey, we're gonna do something big next year and we would like you to help us, and we want to work with fur farming until every cage is free and every animal is free from cages and stuff like that. So then, I used the CRM data, and I also realized that it's kind of lots of work to do with kind of a little amount of revenue. So I'm not going to probably do that again this year, but I got some sort of an idea how to, try campaigning and how to use the data I have in my CRM. So now, if there is questions, there is plenty of time for you to ask them. I think you have probably some questions, hopefully, from this. And don't hesitate to contact if you don't have anything in your mind now. You can send us email later on or even WhatsApp. So we're also happy to share our code.
Yeah, I spent some time working on our Salesforce implementation. If you want to use Salesforce, I'm happy to kind of you can get in touch with me and I can share what I've done. So maybe learn from it. And, yeah.
I have a ton of questions. First, thank you. This is great. Did you start off with the free Salesforce version for nonprofits, or did you buy? Did you get a subscription?
We get the Salesforce licenses like through the non-profit program, so we don't pay at all. We don't pay for Salesforce. We get 10 free licenses.
Okay.
Using our.
And 10. Then a very technical question. Do you have you already come across difficulties with having duplicates in your system, and how do you prevent them or delete them?
Yes, we have I think we have one of the duplicates. Our duplicate detection now mostly relies on person's email. So you can't have two people there with the same email, and that works sometimes, but sometimes people use different emails than they used to, and we kind of have had trouble that we generate those lead reports for people who are actually our donors already. We have tried to fundraise them, and then they say that we are already your donors. So there's like this Salesforce. If it's still open here. There's some duplicate matching rules that you can do on Salesforce, and honestly I can't really remember how it goes for us at the moment. I have some of them enabled, but I disabled some because there wasn't some troubles. It's a really hard problem.
I've had. That's why I'm asking, because I've had the same issue.
Yeah, one kind of thing that I had in mind was that we should also, besides the email, we should also find duplicates with the phone number. But people type their phone numbers in a different, million ways. Ways you can, without spaces or without the country code. But one idea I had is just formatting every number in this this basic format with some my custom thing, and then we could really easily compare them.
Anything else?
Yeah. How do you work with the relationship between leads and contacts? When lead becomes contacted?
On our system, it works like that. If a person becomes a member or there's a one-off donation or becomes a recurring donor for us, they get converted to a contact from a lead.
These are all the people who didn't donate it yet?
Yes, whose contact info we have. And if someone becomes a donor, it first searches our lead database. If it finds that person, then it converts the lead. If it doesn't find the lead, then it will just create a new contact. So we can also kind of find the information about how many people have started donating, whose contact info we have, and maybe compare that to some campaign. How many of people who have participated in this campaign have later started donating to us. So we can find the converted leads.
Yeah. Do you already have some analytical models in place that helps you segment faster your customers?
Well, I use the reports tool, so because you can have any kind of filters in there. So I'm just basically filtering with the information that I want to have. If I have some sort of segment in my mind, then I just use the reports tool for that. So,
at this point,
for example, the campaign.
At this point, our system is not very good for automatically segmenting really easily. Kind of one thing that I would like to have us have in the future, just have more time, is that we can easily build directed mailing campaigns for this segment that is easily handled, but it's not that easy at all. In our system. You kind of have to fiddle with the spreadsheet software.
Yeah.
So do you already have fundraising in that?
This is the sandbox version, so you cannot see the fundraising in here, but there's the donation link I was talking about here. But
we have done some telefundraising campaigns using this, but it's kind of been a hassle at the moment. What we do is we have an employee who's doing it, and we generate these tasks for that person, and they can see them in their Salesforce page that you have pending tasks that call this person, call this person, call this person, and then they mark this if it's done or not, and then there's buttons to convert the lead if it becomes a donor. And then I built this kind of system that you can send a link, and if they during a conversation you can send a link to that person, and if they open the link they have their pre-filled information there, and they just have to input their payment.
So it's really cool because the operator doesn't need to leave Salesforce in order to do
Yeah,
stuff.
this is really good for the telefundraising thing, that we have the donation link that you can actually do it while you're talking on the phone, so you can just go here and fill the card thing, and we also see if the person opened the link, so it just works for a couple of days because there is your information, so it doesn't go into wrong hands or anything. And then there's different statuses for the leads. So if it's under working, it's not yet converted to contact, then it's on working status that you sent the link, but the person didn't yet act. So then you know that which person's actually answered the phone but didn't do yet nothing, and said I'm gonna donate, but then didn't actually do it. So then you have some sort of info about that.
But our system for that hasn't been really streamlined. There's a lot of it to do, and we only had a kind of very small telefundraising operation.
Yeah.
Do you also track relationships? Both here you just said the history of one that you've had with one person, but also between people in Salesforce. You can track. If I donate and then all of a sudden my friend starts also donating, and you know that that's my friend, so that you can really see who the big influencers are, or is that something that you consider doing later?
Maybe later, but not yet. We don't have the time or resources to do that, because there's just two of us doing this, and then we have tons of other things to do at the same time. So this would take a lot of time, and find the connections between humans, and it's like the event attendance, if somebody's actually attending to our events, it's kind of lots of things to do, and manual work to do also, so we are trying to...
That's kind of one of the things that where our system doesn't really do that well at the moment, because I haven't thought of that at the beginning. So now I have to go back and change something that everything is built upon. So
You guys know.
So I'm working in Germany. I do similar work, and we noticed that necessary modules are still missing for Salesforce, at least for the German market, such as donation certificates, or how to manage SEPA direct debit mandates. So I don't know if you guys maybe have a solution or idea for that. So donation certificates, for example, creating PDFs to send to the donors at the end of the year, so that they can deduct them from their tax report. So this is really necessary for the German market.
Yeah.
And direct debit, I think, is getting more popular in Europe, in the Eurozone at least.
Yeah.
Using the SEPA, the IBAN, to take money every month from donors.
Basically in Finland, direct debit payment just happens through face-to-face fundraising. So when I'm doing, the only one who's sometimes, having a role play and doing some face-to-face work.
it's direct debit,
Direct debit. So that's basically when we do the direct debit form. So we give, the filled form for them. So they get the kind of tax return thing with that. They can just send that. But we have it differently marked in our Salesforce if somebody is with direct debit payment, but basically you have to fill them there manually and it's quite hard, so we don't get that so much.
Well, actually, that's not entirely accurate. Like,
Okay.
a lot of these are really country-specific things. Like we in Finland, the direct debit thing uses exactly the same kind of system that something called Finvoice, which is like entirely Finnish thing. And I have built a like custom thing to handle it, and like it was a long process and it was really hard to do, and I had to like do a lot of research on how to do it. But yeah, that's kind of
Let's Finvoice payment here. Yeah.
yeah, but I don't know, just like it's possible to build these kind of custom integration. This Salesforce is kind of not very EU-centric, it's more an USA thing. And there's a lot of trivial tools for USA, but not for EU.
Do you have some?
Next question. Do you think it's worth it to invest time and resources if your organization still don't have many donors, just to put your leads in the CRM system, or it's something that you need to do later?
Well, I think it is. It's really good to put your time into, because then you can automate things later on, and send group emails and stuff like that really easily through that, and you can find all the information in the same place, and you can collect lots of data in there about people. If you have like a talent trial or anything, you're talking on the phone with them, you can write comments down that how did that person take some campaign and stuff like that. So you can really personate people's information in there. So I think it's worth of it.
How many donors did you have when you decided to switch to using Salesforce?
So we have approximately 2,000 monthly donors. So it was kind of a big movement, but still we're not like the really big ones like Amnesty or Greenpeace. So, but it's still quite many information, lots of information. And leads, there are so many leads we have. So that was maybe even bigger thing. And can we still quickly?
No one has this room after, so.
So okay.
Yeah, I would say because as you say, it's very country specific. Because like in Germany we have the tax deduction, in Sweden we don't. But we've used both Unicef, the direct debit and the credit card payment recurring. We put a lot of time into the direct debit, and I would if that's working in my country, I would advise to move towards that. And it takes a lot of time, effort, but you don't have to watch them when their credit card expires. You don't lose them, so we started out. We have 27,000 monthly donors on there.
Nice.
And then they finance like most of the things we do. So so if you have direct debit, you should explore that option.
Yeah. We do have it, and
We have
it's a good option.
There's some problems with it in Finland because it requires extra step. You have to go to your banking page and agree some things.
More extra steps.
Yeah,
more
it's
lazy
a lot of-
people,
yeah, it's a
they're
lot of,
they're like, no, I'm not going to do this. Too much effort. So easier it is, better it is. This is why we created the donation link system. So people get the link immediately if they say on the phone, I'm going to do it later on. It's going to be like, okay, yeah, I'm going to do it later on. And then 2 weeks after, yeah, I was supposed to, maybe tomorrow. So, any other questions?
Yeah.
Yes.
For a single donation, what different dates do you collect? Do you enter in, for instance, also the date you asked, the date, and what is the closed one date for you? Is that like the transaction date? Or let's say I give, you probably don't use checks in Finland, right? That's still something that they do in the US, which is ridiculous. But I give you a check, but then you cash it a few days later, and the date that you do with the date that it gets taken out of my bank account or into your bank account, or like transaction dates or gift dates, like how would you?
Most of it happens online, so it kind of like the moment you press the pay button, the moment money transfers to our account, and we store that
And do you also track ask dates and commitment dates? So you ask me today, tomorrow I say yes, and then 3 weeks later I finally pay, or not?
We have the campaign in there, so basically it's about the campaign. So if somebody goes on the campaign page, for example, we had a crowdfunding campaign and a different landing page for that in our web pages. So then when people went there and they paid through that, we saw that, okay, this person attended on the campaign, and then we see the donation.
We could see, like, for example, if I would have here some sort of campaign, like how many donations have been paid that are related to this campaign. And the relationship comes from our website. We create a specific page, and from the drop down menu we select this belongs to the first thing, and then it gets sent to successful. So I think
All right. Well, thank you all, and if you have any questions, feel free to come and ask from us or send us an email or WhatsApp or whatever there is the information of us. And we can also share these slides with you if you want later on. So, thank you.